Good Sunday morning. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to this week's Community Focus. I'm joined by Adam Martinez, who is the new District 2 rep on Toledo City Council. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're no stranger to Toledo City Council and public service.
Correct. I ran in 09 to 13. I lost my re-election by 5 votes. So if you ever thought your votes don't matter, I assure you they do. And then I had a mishap with petitions. That was completely my fault, and so I ran again, and I ran unopposed for District 2, which is unheard of. Normally, District 2 in the past is at least 3 or 4 competing candidates from both parties, so I was dumbfounded to be able to not have an opponent.
And just to give people some perspective, District 2, West Toledo, Reynolds Road, that kind of area there.
Correct. So it looks like Louisiana, so I go down from the Toledo Zoo area, I shoot up all the way to Reynolds Road, all the way up to northwestern area by University of Toledo.
And so what was your reason for returning to public service?
You know, I get that a lot. The first question my dad asked is, why would you do that? And I go back to a time when I was so a little background, I actually served on the Mayor Finkbinder's Youth Advisory Commission, probably in 97, 98, when I was at St. John's Jesuit. And a commitment to public service kind of was instilled in me there. And so I remember when I was 18, I at one point wanted to run for mayor, and he said, why would you want to do that? And I was like, and it's really to make a difference, to serve. So to answer your question, I came back is because I still have a passion for public service and being able to serve my community. So I went to St. John's, then I served in the military, so that really instilled in me service before self. And so that's what I try to live and teach my children.
And your colleague, Councilwoman Morris, she had mentioned Latin representation on council, why it's important that our city council is representative of our city. And so for you personally, what does that feel like to be representing some people here in our community?
Yeah, so the representation on the city council and the Latino community has been sparse. We've had one going back to the 80s with Raquel Bravo Snyder, the longest, which was a stint, and then we had Luis Escobar, who was actually the council president, and he was also the first gay man to serve in that role, which was huge, not only for being Latino, but also for the LGBT community. And then we've had some appointments, Taylor Balderas, Lourdes Santiago, and then myself. I was actually tried for the appointment, didn't get the appointment, and then I won one, lost one, false start. So now I'm back. So. But I think, as Toledo evolves, as we get more diverse in our community, the legislature should really represent our community. So I was hoping to make history tonight with her nomination for president, but I really wish Carrie Hartman the best. No hard feelings, and I'm looking forward to working with her, but I really wish we could have made history tonight. That close, but it is what it is.
And 2024 is going to be a busy year because there's still a lot of unfinished business from 2023. And so for you personally, what are some things you want to tackle?
So for the past 6-8 months, what I've really been doing is just listening. And it always kind of comes back to jobs, safety, and cleanup, right? So making sure that we have a presentable, clean district, first impressions for people coming and going. So I've always been focused as a small business owner, being a strong advocate for small to medium-sized businesses, women-owned businesses, minority-owned business, to make sure that they have the tools and resources to make sure that they're able to grow and expand and not just get a small piece of the pie, but actually a decent size piece of the pie, whatever industry they're in. So I've been a strong advocate working with the Lucas County Port Authority in the past, other economic development agencies from the RGP, the other one I'm drawing a blank, TMACOG, making sure that we have the infrastructure to help support small businesses. And as we move forward in 24, I want to work with the administration on their economic development incentives and programming to ensure that young entrepreneurs like yourself have access to cash and can actually get the equipment you need so you can grow and expand and flourish. So that's kind of where my focus has been.
And definitely important to know for people the difference between equality and equity, because everyone's starting at a different place, and that's equity. And so talking about the future for 2024, is there any optimism that you have for Toledo? Because people can definitely get in their heads about living in Toledo, even though there are a lot of positives here too.
Yes. So it's really easy to get kind of stuck in the Toledo rut, and there's so much positive going on. Even from when I was in '09, when the city was on the verge of bankruptcy, I've seen what bankruptcy happens. My formal job is in actually Detroit. I do real estate development in Detroit, and how they've come back. And you know, it's like a phoenix. So we never had to reach that point, thank goodness. We took some very evasive steps to avoid bankruptcy back in '09, and I think the former Mayor D. Michael Collins, former Higgs Hudson, and former Mayor Bell, all made hard decisions to get us to where we're at today. I think Mayor Kapsakavich continues that momentum, and I have the utmost faith in him and his administration that they will be successful.
Well, good luck this year in Toledo City Council. I look forward to following what's happening right here behind us.
Great. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. Adam Martinez, again, District 2 on Toledo City Council. And that is this week's Community Focus. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and have a great week.